afternoon everyone, welcome to my first ever favourites video. I thought I would just sort of sit down, show you a few things that I've been loving in the last month. I've got a mixture of things. I've got a couple of beauty things, a couple of clothing things, and a few things for Jack, and one techie thing. So I thought I would just crack on and show you what I got. So I'm going to start with the fashion because they're probably bits you've already seen before, so we'll get them out the way first. First thing is I've got a dress from Next, which is this one here. If I get it around the right way, yep. This one here, so it's sort of Bardo off the shoulder style, all floaty at the bottom. Probably say it's sort of midi length, which is lovely for when you're a mum and you're sort of running around after a toddler and you need to be able to bend down, but you don't want to obviously flash your bum or anything like that. And it's got this pattern on it, which if I try and show you a bit closer, sort of, I'm not even sure what that is, a bit like a clover sort of print all over it, and it's actually navy and sort of white. So that's that first one there, and it's so comfy because this is all sort of stretchy across here, so it's really nice and comfortable to wear as well for moving around with the little ones. I then got, and I know everyone's been doing this, so I did jump on the bandwagon, but I basically, because obviously you know I'm doing the Fit at 30 challenge, I do want to sort of tone up, lose a bit of weight. I didn't want to spend loads on a new summer wardrobe because I do have loads of clothes that will fit me when I do get, you know, a little bit slimmer and everything. So I heard about these dresses from eBay from quite a few different sort of YouTubers that I watch, and thought I'd give them a go, and actually they're the best thing I've bought in ages. So the first one is this blue and white stripe. I don't know how well this was sharp on camera, but it's got like the spaghetti straps, and then it's this sort of blue and white stripe. On the pictures on eBay it did look like they were going to be sort of a more sort of thin cotton material, but they are actually sort of a little bit thicker, but it's a nice quality, and it wears really well. And because it's not thin cotton, it doesn't feel like it's going to sort of blow up in the air every 2 seconds if there's a bit of a breeze, which is really nice. And bonus, when you're a mum, it has pockets, so fantastic if you're in a park or something like that, you want to have your phone in your pocket. You know, fantastic. These are fake buttons, so if anyone's thinking of breastfeeding, they are fake, so unfortunately it doesn't button down, but for the price you can't really complain. And then the second one is exactly the same style but in this print here, so it's sort of a navy and white ditzy print, and that's really nice as well. This one I think is probably a bit more sort of girly and feminine than the striped one, but in terms of price I did get the two of them for, I think it's just under £18 including, it's free postage, so just under £18 for the two dresses, which I didn't think was bad, and I've literally worn them non-stop. In fact I actually joked to Damien the other day that I'm going to have to get some more maybe dresses of those or something else to wear at some point, because I literally, when the weather's hot, rotate between those three dresses that I've just shown you. The last clothing thing that I have to show you, which again I've been wearing to death, so they're looking a bit worse for wear, but they are so comfortable. These Menorcan sandals from Next. They were £25, and at first when I wore them they felt a little bit snug around the toes, but I promise if you like bear with them and wear them, they stretch a bit, and they are like wearing slippers. They are so comfortable. I wear them day in, day out. When the weather's been lovely, as you can probably tell by the fact that they are so grubby now. But yeah, definitely recommend those. They do them in other colours as well. Off the top of my head, I think they had red and gold, possibly navy. But yeah, they are very, very comfortable. Definitely recommend those. I'm going to move on to the beauty bits next. There's only two beauty items. The first is, as you can tell, I have my hair highlighted. But I always tend to find that after a little while, because my natural colour is sort of quite a bit darker, so again you can see because my colour's due to be done soon, it does tend to sort of go a bit coppery, a bit brassy looking, and I've tried purple shampoos before. I tried, I think it was, can't remember the name of it now, but one that I just got in Tesco's. It was quite cheap, tried that, didn't really seem to do anything. It didn't lather up either, and I know that's not the be all and end all of shampoo, but I don't know about anyone else. I always feel that my hair feels cleaner when the shampoo really lathers up and, you know, it feels like it's done something and it's done a job. So my hairdresser recommended this one, which is the, if you can see that, L'Oreal Expert Professional Siri Expert Magnesium Silver Shampoo. It is a purple shampoo, so when you pump it out of here. It is literally deep purple, but I actually find that that's really good. It doesn't lather up probably as much as like a normal shampoo, but it does give a good lather, and it does, I think, prevent, you know, the yellowing so much as well. So I'd recommend that. I got it on Amazon, and I think it was about £7 or £8, but I've literally had this a couple of months now and there's still plenty left in there, so I would recommend that one. And the next thing is mascara. It's got a bit of a security tag on it, but it is the Maybelline New York, the Colossal Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. That one there, if you can see it. Sorry, the sun's shining on it, you can't really see it. I always go for waterproof mascaras because otherwise I find that they transfer either underneath my eyes here or on top of my my top eyelids. So waterproof is a must. I did buy a cheaper, I can't remember what make it was now, a cheaper waterproof mascara before this one, because I couldn't find the normal one that I used to use. And it was terrible. It did not stay. It transferred really badly, especially with the hot weather we've been getting. I know it's not, you know, the most glamorous thing to talk about, but you do get a bit hot and sweaty, especially when you're chasing around a toddler. So I thought I'll give this one a go, and you know, it has been really, really good. I definitely recommend it, and I will be buying it again. The brush is always also quite nice on this one. So that's the brush there. So it doesn't go really clumpy, and it gives you quite a nice sort of natural look on your eyelashes. So yeah, I would recommend that. That's the end of the beauty bits. I've then got a couple of bits for Jack, which just sort of really cheap bits and pieces, but that I'd recommend. If your little one likes stickers, and if your little one likes dinosaurs, I would get hold of a pack of these. These are obviously dinosaur fun foiled stickers, and you get a sheet of these for £1 in Tesco's. I actually bought these because we were starting potty training, so these were sort of my incentive for him to say, if you do a wee or poo on the potty, you get a dinosaur sticker. So both his potties are covered in stickers at the moment. He loved that. But yeah, I definitely recommend those. They do have lots of other designs as well. I think they had like PJ Masks, Peppa Pig, things like that, but I thought for £1 it's really good. The next thing, Jack recently has got more into like drawing and colouring. And he's sort of really getting the idea of, obviously he's not drawing anything in particular, but he loves it if we sit with him, we help like draw like a car and a boat and fish and things like that, and he loves colouring and like naming all the colours and things like that. But I do find with some crayons that either they're too slim and he can't sort of get a good grip on them, or you have to push really hard for them to actually make a decent colour, so they're quite faint. So I picked these ones up in the pound shop, and I thought for £1 you can't really go wrong. They might not be very good because they are so cheap, but let's give them a go. They're a bit chunkier, and they're just this box of 16 wax crayons, and they are nice and chunky. So if I show you, so they're that sort of size. So they're great for him to grip hold of. As soon as you sort of touch the paper with them, they are so good. The colour comes out really well, and he absolutely adores these. So I would recommend those. I actually went back and picked up a second brand new pack to take on holiday with us, so that if we do lose them on the plane or when we're out for dinner and things like that, it doesn't matter. They're really cheap, but I know he'll like them. So, you know, these come with me to a lot of places at the moment. I chuck them in the bag with a couple of sheets of paper. If I know we're going to be sitting down to eat lunch or dinner, he will quite happily sit and do this with us for a little while to keep him entertained whilst we're waiting for food and things like that. Finally, another pound shop bargain. This was a pack of 3, we've already used one, is bubble ones. We've bought bubble ones from a couple of different places. Some of them you pay sort of £3-4 for and they are useless. These ones are fantastic. Like I said, from the pound shop, so it's £1 for 3 of these bubble ones, and they are actually really, really good. Great big bubbles, really fun, and because they're quite chunky, you know, they can have a go at doing them themselves, and they don't have to blow them. You can just wave them around in the air and you get loads of bubbles, so he really loves doing that. So that's those. And on to my final item of my favourites. It's a techie one. So especially now that I've started obviously filming a lot more and trying to do like the YouTube stuff, and I'm on Instagram and things like that, my battery on my phone doesn't always last that long. This is actually a charger that my husband's had for a while, but I've now sort of adopted and started using. It's from Foss Power. It is quite chunky. So this is it here. It's got a carabiner and a compass on the top. I think it's meant for like if you're going out on treks and things like that. I'm not doing that, I'm going to soft plays. But you know, it is really useful. So it takes a while to charge up. You kind of have to charge it up overnight to get it fully charged, but once it's charged, it will then charge your phone, your tablet, whatever it is, 3 times before you then need to charge it again. So if you are filming and vlogging and you're using your phone, I would definitely recommend one of these. Anything that can be charged with a USB port, basically, can be charged with this. That's the end of my favourites for this month. I'm hoping to make it a monthly series. If there's anything else you'd like to see from me, please let me know in the comments down below. I've got quite a lot of different videos planned for the next couple of months, so keep an eye out for those and make sure you click subscribe to be notified of when those videos become live. I'm planning to launch videos every Monday and Thursday evening, but in the meantime you can also come and follow me over on Instagram. I'm pretty active over on there, and it's @itsthemumlifecrisis, and I hope to see you there. Bye.